Hey everybody, it's Mike from The Mike Wagner Show. If you like The Mike Wagner Show and you want to make your own podcast, well, let me tell you about Anchor. First of all, it's free. Secondly, there's creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer. You can also add any song from Spotify directly to your episodes. The possibilities are endless. Anchor will distribute your podcast for you. You can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, many more. You can also make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership. It's everything you need to make a podcast in one place. So download the free Anchor app or go to Anchor FM to get started.
The Mike Wagner Show is powered by Sonic Web Studios.
Hi, this is Mia Mosensia, also known as Mia No Time for Love. Check out my latest book, Missing, available in print and ebook formats on Amazon.
It's now time for the Mike Wagner Show, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. The Mike Wagner Show can be heard on Spreaker, Spotify, iHeartRadio, YouTube, iTunes, Anchor FM, Radio Public, and the MikeWagnerShow.com. Mike brings you great guests and interesting people from all across the globe. So sit back, relax, and enjoy another great episode of the Mike Wagner Show.
Hey everybody, it's Mike from The Mike Wagner Show, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all you need. Looking at a professional website without breaking your budget, Sonic Web Studios is the answer. Sonic Web Studios offers fast, affordable custom web designs that blow the competition away. Call today, 1-800-303-3960. That's 1-800-303-3960. Or email to support@sonicwebstudios.com. Mention the Mike Wagner Show, get 20% off your first project. Sonic Web Studios, take your image to the next level. Also, time to give official shout out to our official sponsor of the Mike Wagner Show, international warring author Mia Mosensia. If you love fast-paced mysteries, you'll love Missing by Mia Mosensia, available on Amazon and paperback and ebook. Missing is fast-paced and intriguing with an unforgettable twist. Takes place in 4 countries, 2 strangers, 1 target, where truth is an illusion and those you love will be the first to go missing. It's available on Amazon and paperback and ebook. Missing by Mia Mosensia has garnered great reviews and even loved and endorsed by Howard celebrities, including Joanna Cassidy, Forbes Riley, and many others. So grab your copy today before it goes missing by Mia Mosensia. Available on Amazon. Also, check out the Mike Wagner Show at themikewagnershow.com on over 30 podcast platforms, including Facebook, SoundCloud, Spreaker, Spotify, and iHeartRadio. Also, Anchor FM, iTunes, Google Play, Amazon, Audible, Apple Music, and more. Take the Mike Wagner Show on any mobile device. Subscribe to the Mike Wagner Show on the YouTube channel. Follow the Mike Wagner Show on Instagram and Twitter today. And for great gift ideas 24/7, go to Amazon.com and check out the Mike Wagner Show podcast. T-shirts, pop sockets, throw pillows, tote bags, makes great gifts for family, friends, and loved ones 24/7. Make sure you order today. And also for more great gift ideas, go to Amazon.com/Mia Mosensia for great books like Missing, Once, and Wrinkles. Also T-shirts, pop sockets, hoodies, phone cases, and more. Amazon.com/Mia Mosensia. Make sure you order today. And don't forget to support the Mike Wagner Show on Anchor FM as well as PayPal and the MikeWagnerShow.com. Make sure you do so today. We're here with a terrific gentleman who's the founder and CEO of DenFlint Communications, LLC. He's known as Coach Law for a basketball fanatics. He's coached basketball for ages 5 and up for over 20 plus years. He's also trained in local and national athletes and the ability to work and relate to today's student athletes. And he'll tell more about that. He's also on a mission to inspire and also lend others to walk in a true light and path. And of course, features a phenomenal concept for youth. 12 to 19s, they can reach their success. And of course, he's a wonderful husband of 31 years and a Black minority business owner for 15 plus years. And he'll talk about some of the implements as well, too. And live, ladies and gentlemen, from somewhere out in Los Angeles. He's a man on the street today. He's known in the Plus Studios in beautiful downtown Los Angeles, but it's so beautiful out. He decided to go on assignment and just take in the youth as well. So, ladies and gentlemen, the founder, CEO of DenFlint Communications, the very multi-talented Lawrence Hampton Sr., best known as Coach Law. Lawrence, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Thanks for joining us today.
You're welcome. Thanks for that introduction. That was a great introduction, Mike. And I appreciate you having me on your platform.
Well, it's great to have you on board as well, too. And of course, it's been a while since I've had a man on the street and it looked like you're doing some man on the street interviews. So I'm sure they'll come up to you and say, hey, can I get on? If they do so, feel free to do so as well, too. So
Definitely. No, well, it's part of the business that we're doing. We're working with the youth that's the ages from 12 to 29. So instead of just telling the youth how to do something, we actually go out on the streets and show them how to do it. and to put a little money in their pocket so that they can bring in the 10% to the DenFlint connection. What we want people to see is that we're actually working on it. We're actually putting in the work, and we want people to help these young men by donations, by buying into what we're doing, and as far as so they can see it. So we would like them to see it instead of we're just telling them about it. We want them to see the product.
Mm-hmm. And of course, what product is that, by the way? You talk about not just seeing, but doing. So what is that product you want to show them and they can implement?
Okay, one of the products of what we're doing today is that we're out in the community, and we're selling body oils, and we're selling incense, and we're selling perfume, cologne. And
Wow.
So we bring the youth, yes. So that's what they're doing off to the side right now. And they're actually making their money, and they're with DenFlint Connections. So when they finish, they pay us 10%. And then we grow bigger and bigger. Right now, we have 15 young men and women who does pay it. And now we're trying to get that further. Now, everybody don't come and sell those. These are the ones that's more of an entrepreneur spirit. Some want to work in Amazon. Some want to work wherever they want to work. We help them with that.
Oh, wow.
Yes, sir. And we're trying to get up to 25.
That's very amazing. And what are some of the other projects here you're working with the youth, and also other products? So what's some of the other projects you guys have done as well?
We do basketball. We have, and projects is like, this one is like one that keep them working because, it takes a while to get a job. If you put in for Amazon, I know some young men come to me like, hey, I put in a job. They haven't called me back in 2 weeks. I said, well, you should be working while you're waiting on that 2 weeks. So this project is here. The other project we do is we get them jobs around the city, or right now just in the city, around the city. And then we actually have meetings once a week over a Zoom call like you and I having. Mm-hmm. And we talk about, different skills about their hustling game, or we talk about, what type of resume skills they're going to put in. We talk about, connections as far as if you need someone to be a reference for you, you got it within that 25 group.
That's very interesting. I like that, putting youth to work as well, too, instead of, relying on whoever, putting them to work. It's like, I really love that spirit. And you've been doing this for quite some time. And first of all, before we continue, tell us how you first got started, especially with DenFlint.
Well, that's a great question, Mike. I got started with DenFlint because I lived 17 years in Flint, 17 years in Denver.
Oh, wow.
And it was exactly 17 years, and I was coaching basketball. And so when I coached basketball, I wanted to open up a basketball academy. And I didn't want to name it after myself because that's what most people do. So I said, I thought about it and said, okay, I lived in Denver. I lived in Flint. And then Connections was easy because look, all the connections we're making in LA right now. So I started the business in 2007.
Wow, I love that. Putting DenFlint together. I'll have to do it with mine. So I'm going to think about that. That's very unique, taking, a couple of cities or towns and put them together. I mean, I really like that. I think that's very original. And
absolutely.
You also coach basketball as well, too. And also playing basketball. And of course, an interesting, amazing basketball career as well, too.
Yes, but basketball to me was fun. I used to go to work as an electrician. I had to work 9 hours a day, and then I'd get off work and I'll go coach basketball for 4. So I try to impress upon the youth from 12 to 29 that you have to do more than just 8 hours if you want to get by, or you want not get by. You want to create wealth, and the wealth we're trying to create is righteous wealth. We don't want to just create the wealth. We want you to actually have righteousness to that. So that means that you have a peace of mind. You have a stableness to yourself and your soul that now, when money comes, sometimes money makes people do more of what they like to do on their bad side. But we want them to be stable with their wealth and work hard toward to get there. But righteous wealth is what's going to help you to maintain it.
Mm-hmm. And what exactly is righteous wealth? You can explain that.
That's a great question. Righteous wealth is basically putting God first, understanding wisdom and understanding. Wisdom and understanding is to create your righteous wealth. So when you have a conviction about something, and then understand the wisdom of it, now you have a righteous wealth. And for us, I put God first. So I don't like to use the word I a lot, but I do it because it just connects with people. They understand it. But it's mostly we. We is God and I. So when you put God first in your life, that's your first step in creating righteous wealth. And then if you have a wisdom and understanding, that's what completes your righteous wealth.
That is so interesting. I really like that. I'm gonna put that to good use. And what was that one precise moment that simply influenced you into what you're doing for the rest of your career? So, in other words, what was that one instance that simply said to you, like a light bulb, "This is what I'm doing for the rest of my life"?
I was coaching football, Little League football, my son's team. And we was okay the first year. And then the second year, it wasn't even about the winning. It was about how much respect the parents gave you for spending that much time with their kids, even though we did win. So when I saw that just said, that's what I want to do the rest of my life. I want to help people raise their kids because I have 3 sons, 20, 30, 25, and 21, and I raised them from 0 to 30. And so I was like, that just gave me a more instance that I wanted to go. And when they saw how much it was, when I saw how much gratitude the parents had because you're spending time with their kids, I said, this is what I want to do the rest of my life.
Oh, that's so fascinating as well, too. And we'll talk about some of the implementations and program as well, too, and with DenFlint, with Lawrence Hampton in just 1 minute. But first, listen to The Mike Wagner Show at themikewagnershow.com, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. Looking at a professional website without breaking your budget? Sonic Web Studios is the answer. Sonic Web Studios offers fast, affordable custom web designs at below the competition rate. Call today, 1-800-303-3960. It's 1-800-303-3960, or email to support@sonicwebstudios.com. Mention Mike Wagner Show, get 20% off your first project. Sonic Web Studios, take your image to the next level. Also, time to give official shout out to our official sponsor of the Mike Wagner Show, international warring author Mia Molson-Zia. If you love fast-paced mysteries, you'll love Missing by Mia Molson-Zia, available on Amazon and paperback and ebook. Missing is fast-paced and intriguing with an unforgettable twist. Takes place in 4 countries, 2 strangers, 1 target, where truth is an illusion and those you love will be the first to go missing. It's available on Amazon and paperback and ebook. Missing by Mia Molson-Zia has garnered great reviews and even loved and endorsed by Howard celebrities, including Joanna Cassidy, Forbes Riley, and many others. So grab your copy today before it goes missing by Mia Molson-Zia, available on Amazon. Also, check out The Mike Wagner Show at themikewagnershow.com, over 30 podcast platforms. Take us with you on any mobile device. Subscribe to The Mike Wagner Show on the YouTube channel. Follow The Mike Wagner Show on Instagram and Twitter today. And for great gift ideas, go to Amazon.com and check out The Mike Wagner Show podcast. And for more great gift ideas, go to Amazon.com/me and Molson-Zia for great books like Missing, Once, and Wrinkles, and great merchandise and more. And don't forget to support The Mike Wagner Show on Anchor FM, as well as PayPal, and also themikewagnershow.com. Make sure you do so today. We're here with the founder and CEO of DenFlint Communications, Lawrence Hampton, here on The Mike Wagner Show, best known as Coach Law. And let's talk about some of the programs you also implemented too, like youth team implementation. And tell us about that one focal factor.
And what that boils down to is like when you have to understand your wealth and how to protect your wealth. So we teach them that as a group. So we go into that 60-30-10 plan. 60%, whenever you make $1, 60% is supposed to go to your bills. 30% is supposed to go to help bring that dollar in again. And 10% you're supposed to save it for God and put it away. So now every dollar you make, if you implement that, now you bring it in as a group. So a group theory means is we got 25 people doing that exact same theory. They all implement and say, hey, 10% of what I make that month goes to DenFlint. 30% is going to help me bring back in whatever I did. And then 6% I pay my bills on. So when we bring them in as a group, they can now use that money to invest, and they can also share knowledge with each other. Maybe contacts, maybe, hey man, this job over here, and definitely encourage each other because some people don't like to stick to budgets.
Mm-hmm. And I think that's really tough for some people with budgets as well, too. And you also encourage budgets and teach as well, too. And of course, if you think about it, budgets are actually quite simple in a sense.
That is true. And once you master it, imagine at 12 years old, you can start understanding how to save $1. I know when I was 12, I was trying to spend every dollar I had. So now if you understand it, and then you got someone a little bit older than you who was in that group, and now that you can see it in their lives, did it manifest in their lives that they was able to make more money or able to save more money. It's not how much money you make. It's about how you spend it and how you save it and how you invest it. So the concept comes from that 60-30-10 is allow them to do all three of those concepts within the month of their earnings.
And of course, it's not just about the implementation. There's also the $1 million method, and we'd like to hear more about that. It's like who doesn't want $1 million these days? So
exactly, and you can get there through the help of your peers. It's not America is individualized, and when I came to LA, I seen how many contacts. If you got good contacts, you are able to experience more things. You are able to get your message out. Because everyone have a message. So you want to get your message out. But if you're an individual loner, it's hard to get that message out. But if you got friends and contacts in places, that's why, people hire publicists. Because that's why people hire people to help them get their word out. Because if you always get your word out by yourself, some people might think that's boasting, bragging. But if someone else is speaking, hey, Mike Wagner does a great job. He got a great show. So if someone say, hey, DenFlint, you need to go to DenFlint. But then that's help get the message out. And then another thing, too, is that instead of talking to one person, one at a time, if you can do things where you can, hey, put a little podcast together, put a little video together that people say, hey, let me watch this or let me listen to this, like you were saying on all the platforms you have, while they going to work, while they getting off work, while they got their children in the back of the car. They say, hey, listen to this. I want you to listen to this. This is specifically for the youth. Sorry, people over 30. This is specifically for the youth, 12 to 29. And a lot of people don't think 12-year-old, they think, oh, go back in the room. No, that 12-year-old is ready to start assuming responsibility for his life while with the excellent help from their parents. So we want to put that 12-year-old around a 20-year-old, 21-year-old. So now that 12-year-old is like, oh, I can see that. Sometimes when you're a youth, it's hard to see what your parents do and believe you can do it. Or you might not even be interested in it, right? When the youth get a little older. But if you got a youth at 15 and they see someone at 21 doing the same thing they're doing, they're on board.
And it sounds like it's a really good example as well, too. And of course, people talk about DenFlint, and we're talking about DenFlint right now, DenFlint Academy. And there's your message right there already. You don't have to literally spend a dime on it, too. And of course, I remember that one commercial a while back where this one woman was telling two girls about how great this shampoo is. And they told their two friends, and so on and so on and so on.
Yes,
it made me think of that concept. Yes.
That's a perfect way to explain DenFlint, because it started that way. It started with basketball. So I had to be my own salesman. I had to be my own marketer. I had to do all those things. But now, because of the connections I have made over all these years, I could reach out to people and I'd be like, hey, can you do this one? Or can you do this? Or can you? And that what starts it. So each person should be building a connection. They call it now they call it a connection. Back in 2007, it wasn't called connection. Everybody was just trying to say, get as many contacts or in a little black books as they can. Now it's connections. So if you have connections where you can reach out on social media and say, hey, I have this problem, or I have this, what do you think about this? And then they can encourage you, because a lot of time when people try to start businesses or try to start something new, they have so much self-doubt. But if you got 24 people there that's helping you, you don't have as much self-doubt.
And of course, it also helps, too. Like you said, you have this winning circle as well, too, like the inner circle and inner development and everything. It all starts in the inner as well, too. And how important it is to create a winning inner circle, and especially the art of inner development. I mean, everything's just about inner, ready to break out.
Absolutely. And that's where God comes in at. When you had, like you were saying, that inner confidence for me comes through God. And so I keep that connection. There's nothing closer to me than God right now. So I keep that connection. So when I have self-doubt or I'm going through a project, starting a new project, like you said, with the project, we got several projects coming up, and we'd like people to support us and support these young men and women. And, they can do that through donations. They can do that through, submitting jobs for us to put the kids in position to interview, not to get a job, just to interview. And so once you have contacts like that, I was talking to a guy today. He walked by and said, hey, I work at Amazon. I'm a manager. You know anybody that want to work at Amazon?
Wow.
I was like, yes. So you have to I'm a people person. I love to be in that's why I did it today the way I did it, because I want to show people that this is what we do. We go out on the street and connect with people. The more new people you meet, now you can get to know what they do. And then it helps my youth, because now I can put that back. I'll give them that one contact. Somebody might want it. Somebody might not want it.
Mm-hmm. And of course, there's people going by too, and I'm sure they want to connect as well too. It's like you never know who comes by. Yes. Oh, and I just saw an Amazon truck over there. Hey, Amazon, come here.
Absolutely, Mike. Definitely.
Yes, that's right. And then how do people get in touch with you, and how can you get more information about your amazing company, DenFlint Communications?
I appreciate that. They can get in touch with me with DenFlint05@gmail.com. That would be my email. They can also get in touch with me with DenFlint Connections on LinkedIn. And my last one will be on Instagram, and that's going to be simply Lawrence Hampton Coach Law.
Lawrence Hampton Coach Law. We will certainly do so. What's coming up for Lawrence Hampton Coach Law in 2022 and beyond? We'll find out just 1 minute. You listen to The Mike Wagner Show at themikewagnershow.com, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. Also brought to you by our official sponsor of The Mike Wagner Show, international warring author Mia Molson's The of Missing, available on Amazon in paperback and ebook. We'll be back with the founder and CEO of DenFlint Communications, Lawrence Hampton, best known as Coach Law, after this timeout.
The Mike Wagner Show is powered by Sonic Web Studios. If you're looking to start or upgrade your online presence, visit www.sonicwebstudios.com for all of your online needs. Call 1-800-303-3960 or visit us online at www.sonicwebstudios.com to get started today. Mention The Mike Wagner Show and get 20% off your project. Sonic Web Studios. Take your image to the next level.
Hey everybody, my name is Forbes Riley, and I'm an American actress and a TV host. And I was delighted when I got my copy of Missing, which is Extraordinary Relation of Ordinary People based on a real life relationship. It's well written. It's amazing. It talks about a man who has lost his wife and his daughter, and it's very well done. I'm going to highly recommend that you go get your copy of Missing. It is a powerful, exciting read. Mr. Mian Moshe Zia. He is the author of Missing. And I want to give a big shout out and a kiss all the way halfway around the world to my dear friend. Check him out at Mia's website. It's called www.miamotionzea.com. Missing, available on Amazon. Again, I'm Forbes Riley, and I will see you again soon. Bye-bye.
Hey, this is Ray Powers, and boy, are you in luck. Right place, right time. Tuned in to The Mike Wagner Show. You heard me.
We're back with the founder and CEO of DenFlint Communications, Lawrence Hampton, here on The Mike Wagner Show, best known as Coach Law, as a basketball coach. And what can we expect from you in 2022 and beyond, Lawrence?
Well, we want to get to 100. We want to get to 4 groups of 25, which will be 100. And that's our main focus right now. But we also definitely work daily on getting each one of those people jobs. So we want to make sure they have jobs, make sure they're comfortable, make sure they're attending the meetings, which is once a week. And then we try, once we get to 50 and 100, we're going to have one big meeting once a month. And so we have people who's the leaders within that group, like we call them governors. So they're the ones that making sure everyone is complete, making sure everyone has mental health, making sure everyone is working. If someone loses a job, that governor is the one that's going to reach out to the rest of the group and say, hey, anybody got any contact? So we're really working on getting the message out to let people know, like, hey, this is what we're doing. We have youth already doing it, and we want all the youth to sign up so that they can start experiencing the benefits of having people who want to work with them.
That is so fascinating and sounds very exciting. We are certainly looking forward to it, Lawrence. And who do you consider biggest influence in your career?
Ooh, right now in the career I'm doing now, because we went from basketball to what we're doing now, it's called Les Brown. I love Les Brown. He's an excellent motivator, speaker. He's the one that told me, I tell this often to the young men, if you want to make, let's say if you make $20,000 a year, but if you want to move that to $70,000 a year, you must change your friends.
Good point.
Your friends.
Good point. I like that. I have never heard that before. That is such an excellent point. Well, I can't unfriend anybody on Facebook, so don't worry about it.
Absolutely, Mike.
Yeah, right. So it's just like, keep your friends, by the way. And what's the best advice you can give to anybody at this point?
The best advice is maintain relationships. Stop doing cancel culture. Make sure that you foster a relationship. Sometimes people make mistakes. Sometimes people have great days, but you want to make sure you maintain that relationship and keep it fostering. And you never know, you might have to come back to that relationship 5 years from now. So my main advice is maintain the relationship that you develop and always create new relationships.
And that's a fantastic point, especially needed in today's society. That's so fantastic. Once again, Lawrence Hampton, best known as Coach Law, founder and CEO of DenFlint Communications here on the Mike Wagner Show. Lawrence, a very big thank you for your time. You've been absolutely terrific. Looking forward to having you again soon. Make sure you keep this up to date, keep in touch, and looking forward to having you on again soon. And once again, tell us about your upcoming projects, what's your website, how do people contact you, and where simply people can just check you out or how they inquire.
Definitely contact me through Instagram, Lawrence Hampton, Coach Law, or email me, DenFlint Connections 05@gmail.com, or LinkedIn with me on LinkedIn, DenFlint Connections Lawrence Hampton.
We certainly do so. Once again, Lawrence, a very big thank you for your time. You've been absolutely amazing. Looking forward to having you again soon. Make sure you keep us up to date, keep in touch, and looking forward to having you again soon. We wish you all the best, and you've got a great future ahead of you.
Thank you, brother.
The Mike Wagner Show is powered by Sonic Web Studios. If you're looking to start or upgrade your online presence, visit www.sonicwebstudios.com for all of your online needs. Call 1-800-303-3960 or visit us online at www.sonicwebstudios.com to get started today. Mention the Mike Wagner Show and get 20% off your project. Sonic Web Studios. Take your image to the next level.
Hey everybody, my name is Forbes Riley, and I'm an American actress and a TV host. And I was delighted when I got my copy of Missing, which is Extraordinary Relation of Ordinary People based on a real life relationship. It's well written. It's amazing. It talks about a man who has lost his wife and his daughter, and it's very well done. I'm going to highly recommend that you go get your copy of Missing. It is a powerful, exciting read. Mr. Mian Moshe Zia. He is the author of Missing. And I want to give a big shout out and a kiss all the way halfway around the world to my dear friend. Check him out at Mia's website. It's called www.miamotionsea.com. Missing, available on Amazon. Again, I'm Forbes Riley, and I will see you again soon. Bye-bye.
Thanks for listening to The Mike Wagner Show, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. The Mike Wagner Show can be heard on Spreaker, Spotify, iHeartRadio, iTunes, YouTube, Anchor FM, Radio Public, and themikewagnershow.com. Please support our program with your donations at themikewagnershow.com. Join us again next time for another great episode of The Mike Wagner Show.